Father, I'm afraid I may have to die tonight. I've tried to be patient. I've tried to wait, but I have to know. How, Father? How do I do it? What do I use? Bruce Wayne. To make them afraid, you have been chosen. You shall receive power, Bruce Wayne. Power to bring justice to this far-flung section of space. Delirious. Too much blood. I'm sorry, Father. I failed you and Mother. If I had done better, perhaps. You do not believe me, Bruce Wayne? You think me some errant delusion? Then feel my power. Sir, the car is filthy with blood. Are you, sir? It's real. Shall I prepare a guest room, sir? It's mine. Alfred doesn't even try to come in here. It's as though he knows. It is I who await you, Bruce Wayne, as you have awaited me all your life, I think. Not all my life, just since that night. You are now a Green Lantern, one of many of the noblest calling imaginable. You will fight injustice on this planet and many others. The Masters will soon appear to tell you your duties. Do not fail me. I know my duty. I've known it since I've watched you die, Father. Your death gave me my purpose. There. Sir, are you well? Never better. The ring has told me what it can do, what I must do to maintain its power. Now it's up to me. In brightest day, in darkest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. To betray my oath would be to betray you, Father. I will do neither. I have the power to make them afraid. All I require is the aspect. How long have they been holed up in there, Commissioner? 5 hours, Dent, since their robbery went sour. What made you think there was any money in there? I don't know, but there are lots of things deadlier. This'll make them think twice about taking us. Don't! The mayor wants an answer, Commissioner. Does the mayor want those losers to release that poison to the river? They're afraid, and they will if we... I didn't order a flare sent up. What's that? My eyes. This stupid hood's ruining my eyes. Think. Stay cool. This ring is as strong as my will. If I want to be bulletproof, I am. It's wonderful. I can do anything I can think of. Anything. Yellow. The ring warned me about this. I need something the ring can affect indirectly. Dust to dust. Once we're all safe from the gas, I can... No! Don't! What the hell? I believe you were looking for these men, Commissioner. You'll find I was able to contain the other chemicals. Who are you? How can you do these things? Doesn't matter how I can do them, as long as I can. I suppose Green Lantern is as good his name as any. Not to me, you can't. Excuse me? Not so fast, Hood. I wasn't doing anything. Do you have any idea of the harm you could have done to women and children? I don't want to hear any sermons. I've had a really bad day. We all have. That's no excuse to make innocent people suffer. Maybe you're right. I don't know. Trust me on this one. You got off easy tonight. You won't next time, I guarantee it. Stop! You don't seem to think much of our mass benefactor, Commissioner. I don't like vigilantes, much less ones who have more power than they know what to do with. We seek Congress with him who wears the ring. Master Bruce? Sir? The ring told me a little bit about you. You are the guardians of the universe, creators of the power. Yes, Wielder 2814. You are ordered to the planet Kurgar in Space Sector 1417 on a matter of primal importance to the core. I have my hands full with this planet, much less my sector. Your presence is required in the matter of a sentient designated Sinestro. Let that Green Lantern of that sector take care of it. Sinestro is the Green Lantern of that sector, Wielder 2814. He has abused his power, using it to increase his own treasure, and to abuse the rights of the innocent. They know what buttons to press. I'll give them that. When I was a boy, I would have loved this, flying through space to other worlds, other civilizations. Now such things only take me away from my business. My childhood ended with your life, Father. I won't let that happen to anyone else, even if it means risking the Guardian's bad will. A tyrant would probably consider a nightmare like this a suitable home, assuming that's the case. I won't bother to knock. Moons of Korrigar. Who? Ah, a colleague. I have so few opportunities to share stories of service to the Corps. Would you care for some refreshment? No thanks, Sinestro. I couldn't keep anything down, knowing it had been taken by force. You dare? I was enjoying myself too much to realize I'd telegraphed my punch. Sinestro knew at an instant why I was there. And I knew he'd been ready for this moment. My first reactions were instinctive, and the right one. But I knew I had to start thinking, or I'd lose. Ah! Come back here, you pussy moose. A detective named Harvey Harris, my mentor, told me your enemy's anger was one of your best weapons. I figured now was as good a time as any to find out he was right. Come to please your masters, have you? They can't abide anyone who uses his power for his own gratification, rather than today up to them. Like all losers, Sinestro had his own unique slant. What? None of which I cared about. I was trying to win a battle, not a debate. It took me a lot longer than it should have to realize Sinestro's worldview was more than hatred of the Guardians. It meant he sacrificed anything that got in his way to achieve his goal. Ah, not as easy as you thought, Lackey. Or anyone like the man who killed you, Father. Then I remembered something else Harvey Harris told me. I will entertain any pledge you may care to make. He said your enemy's overconfidence was right up there with anger. No! And I thought that was that, until... What have you done? Huh? Sinestro, he was our benefactor, rewarded us for serving him. He took care of us. Who will care for us now? Will you? Yes, you. We are yours now. Please be our savior. We will worship you. Get off your knees. You call yourselves citizens of Korrigar? You deserved everything Sinestro gave you. To defy him was death, but now that he is gone, you wish to replace him? You sicken me. This man is to be our protector, not our god. Actually, I'm here to depose Sinestro. But you will need a new Green Lantern, and I don't think I'm likely to find a better candidate. Oh. The ring will tell you all you need to know for now. I have a mission of mine own to get back to. Miss, I am called Katuma. Good luck. The headquarters of the Green Lantern Corps on Oa. It's as spectacular as anything I've ever imagined. For the first time, I'm beginning to be aware of what I'm part of. You join many distinguished members of the Corps, Wielder 2814. Most eminent of all being Tomar Ray, chief among you. You do me honor, Master. You show the promise of greatness, 2814, but your actions are often rash. Your decision to replace Sinestro with Katuma II, for example, we should have been consulted. I apologize for my rashness, sir, but I didn't think I could have made a worse decision than Sinestro. We value independence, 2814, so long as it does not endanger insolence. You are not to speak to the Guardians in that manner, 2814. They are the foundation of our Corps and our galactic order. You will address them with respect. Sinestro thinks we treat them with too much respect, Tomar Ray. Maybe he's not wrong. Sinestro, you have abused the greatest power to which a sentient may aspire. Our judgment is final. Have you any last words? You brought me here, 2814. You humiliated me before those who should worship me. You will see me again. You'll forgive me if I don't keep a light in the window. You will not return from this journey, Sinestro. Indeed, the sight of your banishment suits you. You are the first being ever to be transported to the antimatter universe of Quard. Rest assured, your banishment is irreversible. Welcome, Sinestro. Despite the Guardian's best efforts, your coming was not unknown to us. We think you'll find we've provided you with all the comforts of home. Good evening, Commissioner Gordon. I need your help. You need my help? I do. I need to locate a gunman who was working the Park Road district about 25 years ago. He'd be in his late 40s or early 50s now. You can't find him? Why is it so important to you? I can't tell him, Father. I can't tell him my greatest shame. This'll shut you up. Bang, bang. Thomas! I watched you and Mother die, and did nothing to stop it. Stop looking at me, kid. Stop it. I have my reasons. Don't come to me asking for favors. Do you have any idea what you've done to this city? I've made thugs leave decent citizens alone. I've taught them fear. Fear of you, not of the law. I don't trust you. I can't trust anyone who has that much power and no one to answer to. Commissioner, I could make you help me. You'll have to. I won't. Not yet. He's a hard man, Father. Full of integrity. Like you. I'm surprised he's lived this long. But I can't allow him to stand in my way. Bad day, sir? About the same, Alfred. 25 years ago in Park Row. That was before they called it Crime Alley. Green Lantern may have dropped more than he knew. There were only a few muggers working the row in those days. 3 serious assaults. Amanda Pollock was paralyzed, Councilman Genovese, and Thomas and Martha Wayne were murdered. Better check into their families. There were never any arrests in the Park Row muggings, but these 3 Boy Scouts were known to have worked the area. I'll bet one of them. I do hope the people of this misbegotten city appreciate your industriousness, Commissioner. Green Lantern? Hardly. So you theorize that one of the bereaved family may be Green Lantern, hey? You're very sharp for an inferior species. But you still tend to the obvious. What are you going to do? Well, I obviously can't let you live. You've been working very hard, Commissioner, and you don't really take good care of yourself. Stop! You've only yourself to blame. If you hadn't pulled that primitive weapon, you wouldn't have hurt so. There were many more painful deaths I could have subjected you to, you know. Knock, knock. You said it'd just be you tonight. Who is it? What, you want to watch her, huh? Tell me, sir, do you remember me? Kid, I never seen you. Oh, God, how? You do remember, and you'll be pleased to know that he remembers you. What are you talking about? You created my greatest enemy, Chill. I know who he is, but not what made him who he is. Get back! What stroke of sadistic brilliance led you to kill the parents, then let the boy live? To wallow in all that guilt all those years? What do you want? I want the source of your brilliance, Chill. I want your mind. My... Of course. It's all so clear. Ha 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 ha. I knew you'd be here. I'm going to ask you how you found out. There's very little that goes on that I don't know about. I don't know what to make of you, a man like you. The DA in me hates that you work outside the law, but the other half of me thinks you're necessary, and even admires you. I expect you think that's pretty funny. There's nothing I find funny about this Dent. Gordon knew, or was close to knowing. Someone got to him. What do they know? And these? Gordon must have found some connection between them. One's dead, one's in Gotham Penitentiary. The third is still out there. We're trying to find him, but him. I can't explain it, but I know it's him. Don't waste the Force's time, Dent. I'll find him. Wait. Come back here. You're not the law in this town, no matter what you think. But his power in the right hands, it was him. Any last thoughts that these deaths are a coincidence disappeared when I detected a yellow aurora surrounding his body. His face was the last thing you ever saw, Father. I dreamed for years of finding him, of making him scream. Someone beat me to it. It couldn't have hurt him enough. You still have your chance at reverence upon us, Wayne. Wayne. Both. In a second, it was clear to me. I was facing Sinestro and Chill. And we'll both have ours. Sinestro thought that would give him an advantage. It never occurred to him it would just fire me up all the more. Ugh! Come back here, you lackey. We're not finished with you yet. He didn't know how true that was. Where are your mighty guardians now, huh? Lick spittle, perhaps? We'll leave enough of you for a nice grave on Oa. This was no good. I was on the run, and innocents were being endangered. And the solution to those problems was the same. Where is he, you oaf? No, you lost him. I don't know. You lost him, you fool. I'm here, Sinestro. And here. And here. Our face. He actually struck our face. It was a safe bet. I'd see Sinestro no matter how many personalities he had again. But until then, I had some work of my own. He'll pay for striking me. He struck me. No, he struck me. We need help against him. A brilliant idea. I'm glad I thought of it. I beg your pardon? Hello, Mr. District Attorney. What? You have a job offering for you. Don't kill him, you fool. Shut up, I know what I'm doing. What are we doing out here in space, when Green Lantern is on Earth? You wouldn't tell me what you were doing with that woman, so I'm not telling you what we're doing here. We are in a snit. No sign of Sinestro for days. Then the security field I placed around the government plant was nullified. Only one chance in a million. It's not a trap. So I'll go in invisibly and hope. There he is. You'll have the eyes of a cat, Star Sapphire. Dent? Harvey Dent? What has Sinestro done to you? He simply made me more of what I truly was, Green Lantern, and given me the stellar power to back it up. As he has done with Binary Star, he has done with me, making me powerful. Enough to stand up to anyone, and especially any man. Her. I met her that night in the East End, the night I got the ring. I almost died that night. She wants to complete the job. Ladies first. Roar! And you, I don't suppose you'll mind waiting for a second. Sapphire, we've come in second best. Only one thing to do. Don't try it. Too late. I was expecting another attack, not an escape. See you in round 2, Green Lantern. Sinestro did this to you, Dent, just like he fouls everything he touches, but I won't rest until he's expelled from my planet, once and for all. Not even the ring can put me everywhere at once, but what the ring can. These spy satellites look for any sign of Sinestro, but they're good for spotting deviltry of all sorts, but they don't spot the one I want. He has pinned us down, Sinestro. We can't move 2 feet without him knowing it. You can't. No. But his power ring satellite cannot penetrate my yellow cloaking field. And I have been quite busy on other planets in this misbegotten sector. Penetrate my yellow cloaking field. Must all those people die? By magma and volcanic gas? A double doom. They are barely sentient, and even if they were, their deaths were necessary for our plan. We would hold Congress with the wielder 2814. I'll see if he's available, sir. Sir? It's all right, Alfred. Are you not aware of the chaos on planet Regor 4? You will leave immediately, too. Sorry, no. You mock us by your defiance? I don't mean to. The man I hate most in the world and the man who hates me most in the universe are here on Earth, and they are the same man, Sinestro. One of the other 3599 Green Lanterns can take care of Regor 4. I can't leave my home planet unattended for a minute, as long as Sinestro's here. Such arrogance of duty merits removal of the ring 2814. You'll have to take it. Wonderful. Even better than my initial plan. The high and mighty Guardians won't stand for such insolence. They'll take his ring. And then he'll be mine. No, he'll be mine. You can have what's left of him, if there is anything. Such disobedience cannot be permitted. 2814 must be stripped of his rank and his ring immediately. But he is the most valiant of our corps. You seem to have formulated a strategy, brother. Perhaps there may be a method by which all our goals can be achieved. Clark Kent, hear me and heed me. I represent the Guardians of the Universe. Your abilities are known to us. Queen Hippolyta, I beg your indulgence for disturbing you at the place of worship. I represent the Guardians of the Universe. What the? No sign of Sinestro. No response from the Guardians either. It's hard for me to believe they'll let what they see as a direct challenge to their leadership stand. But for all our sakes, I can't say I didn't expect this. Wielder 2814, you are hereby ordered to surrender your ring immediately. 4 lanterns, I suppose that's a backhanded compliment. Karta Matu, Tomar Ray, Kilowog, and Ariza. But I've got my own work out for me. You want the ring? I'll tell you what I told the Guardians. You'll have to take it. We shall. Over my dead body. It is our fervent hope it will not come to that, 2814. They're using Chapter 1 strategy. Let your foe think he's escaping while hurting him right where it hurts. Guess they haven't gotten to Chapter 2 yet. Now while he is occupied, his fellow lanterns will defeat him. But if they do not, it will do no harm to implement my first scheme. I hope you have a second in mind as well. This is his sanctum, sanctorum, eh? We have hoped for something more. His malservant flees. He attempts to flee. He may no more flee us than Green Lantern may. Should Green Lantern survive the battle with his fellow recharging, his ring will be his first thought and his last. This was my finest inspiration. It was my finest inspiration. I can't imagine the kind of mind that would take credit for an idea like that. But then I haven't been around much. You are the reason I became a Green Lantern. Please cease this rebellion. You're one of our best. Why would you want to fight the Guardians anyway? I appreciate the compliment, ladies, but I'm not so vain that I can't smell a setup. Maybe your sniffer needs a little work, eh? I take no pleasure in this 2814. Me neither. We're only doing our duty. And I'm doing mine, Ariza, in the only way I can. Guess this is our baptism of fire. Rather think of it as your last rites. There's no cause for us to fight, sister. Save that for encounter group, sister. I'm protecting you more than myself. There must be some energy frequency that can stop you. Give me 2 more seconds. I suppose there is, somewhere. But did you think I'd just stand here and let you find it? I may be new to this, but I'm not stupid. My ring will deal with you, fool. It's pretty good, but it still shoots light. And when you're dealing with someone who can move faster than light, light comes in last. Master Bruce. Alfred, by the authority invested in me by the guardians of the universe, I do hereby strip you of your rank in the Green Lantern Corps. Such decision to be. Huh? It's 101, Tomar. The power ring responds to the strongest will, and right now I'm the one with the most to lose. 2814, is there no end to your disrespect? I tell him I'm only doing my duty, but he'd never believe me. There is nothing that can be done for him. He sacrificed himself to save his friend. And more important, hey, what? It provides us a chance for us to take our leave. Alfred? Alfred! I think this is your friend. I'm sorry, no, his death came from concern for you. Who are you? The Guardians contacted us, told us your situation. My parents, my friend, everyone he touches. Where's Sinestro? Somewhere in space, I think. We made Earth a little too hot for him. Then that's where I'm going. Please stay and mourn your friend. My mourning has always been my work. Alfred would understand that, as you would understand, Father. It'll be months before anyone misses Bruce Wayne. Use the house and cave as a headquarters if you like. But you can teach us so much. You'll find experience is the best teacher, and I have promises to keep. Masters, we have failed. Wielder 2814 has escaped. Do you wish us to resume our mission or report for discipline? You will return to your home planets and resume your duties, Tomar. There is no need for discipline. All proceeds as was intended. You have done well. I'm sorry to leave your world behind, Father. Your possessions, the home you gave your name, the legacy you left me. But I know you'll understand. Sinestro is out there somewhere. I'm coming for him. I hope he knows that.